Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden financial stories behind corporate jargon. Today we're looking at First Financial BankShares Incorporated's latest update, and let's just say we're about to see if their numbers are singing a sweet tune or a different kind of song. Before we jump in, if you are enjoying these dives into how companies work behind the scenes, make sure you are subscribed. And for more real-time discussions and to connect with fellow investors, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Alright, so what we have here is a Form 8. Think of this as a company's way of quickly telling the public about something really important that just happened, and that they normally wouldn't wait for their big quarterly or annual report to share. It is like a pop quiz for the investors. The big day here is the 23rd of October, 2025. This is the date when whatever happened actually happened. It gives you a clear timeline. The registrant, the company filing this report, is First Financial BankShares Incorporated. They're incorporated in Texas, and if you are keeping track, their stock ticker symbol is FIN, trading on the NASDAQ Global Select Market. Now, the juicy part, item 2.02, tells us about their results and their financial situation. What is really important here is that attached to this report is their earnings release for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September, 2025. This is where we get the actual numbers. So the press release dated the 23rd of October is our main source of truth for what happened financially. This is what companies put out to announce their performance. It's essentially their way of saying, here is how we did. This report is straightforward. It mainly points to an attached earnings release. So while we don't have the detailed financial tables directly in this 8K, the purpose of this filing is to officially share those results. The key takeaway here is that they are releasing their financial performance for the quarter that wrapped up at the end of September. We would typically turn to that press release, Exhibit 99.1, to find the nitty-gritty numbers and understand their operational performance. What we can infer from this filing itself is that First Financial BankShares Incorporated is making a formal announcement about their financial condition. This usually includes key figures like revenue, profits, and any significant changes in their operations that investors need to know about. Earnings releases are designed to give investors a snapshot of how the company is performing financially, comparing it to previous periods and the market's expectations. And just to wrap up the formal bits, this report is signed off by F. Scott Juser, who holds the title of Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. This means the top leadership is signing off confirming the information being shared, looking beyond the filing itself. First Financial BankShares Incorporated operates in the banking sector. Companies like these are typically sensitive to interest rate changes and the overall economic climate. Their performance is a reflection of how well they are managing deposits, loans, and investments in that environment. When we look at earnings releases for banks, we are really looking at their ability to grow their loan portfolios, manage credit risk, and generate income from their banking services. So, to summarize, this 8K filing is essentially a notification. It is telling everyone that First Financial BankShares Incorporated has just shared its latest financial results. The real story, the numbers that tell us if the company is thriving or just surviving, would be in that attached press release. Without those specific figures, it is hard to give a deep dive into their financial health, but we know that the information is out there and officially being communicated. Now, looking at these results more broadly and based on the typical information found in such earnings reports for a bank, we can anticipate the focus would be on net interest income, loan growth, and asset quality. If their net interest income is up, it means they're earning more from the difference between what they pay for deposits and what they earn on loans, which is generally a positive sign. Similarly, strong loan growth indicates they are successfully lending money, a core function of a bank. However, we also watch for any increase in non-performing loans, which would suggest borrowers are struggling to repay, a potential risk. What is a notable risk for banks like First Financial BankShares is the credit cycle. If the economy starts to slow down, defaults on loans can increase, impacting profitability. On the other hand, a stable or growing economy usually bode well for banks. Their strategy would likely involve balancing growth with risk management, ensuring they are expanding their business without taking on excessive risk. In conclusion, this 8K filing serves as an official announcement that First Financial BankShares Incorporated has released its quarterly financial performance. The deeper analysis would require us to examine the actual earnings release, but the fact that they are making this disclosure signals transparency with their investors. The company's direction hinges on its ability to navigate the banking landscape effectively, managing interest rate risks and loan portfolios prudently. Alright, that is our breakdown of what this 8K filing tells us at its core. What are your thoughts on how companies like First Financial BankShares communicate their financial health? Drop your insights in the comments below. If you found this explanation helpful, please give it a like. And subscribe for more corporate decoder sessions, and don't forget to join our Discord for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.